and welcome back, Wanderers. Today we're doing a review and demonstration of our FasterFlate system. FasterFlate was designed by a gentleman that lives in Florida and is produced out of his garage. It's a small company, great company, and we use it every time we are out on the road. It is available at FasterFlate.com. You can use promo code WANDER, and if you are in the Georgetown area, you can get it at Dan Cummins Off-Road.
Yeah. Welcome back, Wanderers. And for those of you first joining us, my name is Brian.
I'm Samantha.
And we are Wander With Us. Today we have a special episode for you. We are doing a review. We've had it about, what, 6 months now?
Yeah,
about 6 months.
I'd say about that.
About 6 months review on our FasterFlate and why we choose to use FasterFlate for our inflating, deflating, and equalizing the pressure in all our tires. Because as you know, tire pressure is very important when you're on the road and also very important when you're on the trail. So stay tuned and we're going to show you why this is the best one for us. So today we're going to go over a couple of different things. There are some crude ways to lower your tire pressure and maintain it and make sure all your tires are the same. Now, when we first started off, with this. This is a tire pressure gauge, and also this allows you to get the air out of your tires easily. So as you know, this is probably the cheapest method out there, but it's also the most pain in the back because you're sitting there and dealing with it the entire time. You're not just setting it and forgetting it. Now, what we did was when we upgraded, we got these little gadgets. Now these worked great. We took them on a few trips. Now my biggest problem is I could never get all four to be the same setting because you have to twist and set the tire pressure that you want it to go down to. I could never get all four the same, but it was great at rapidly decreasing the air in your tire. What we found out is what we really like is our newest thing, which is FasterFlate. You may have seen this, and I'm going to show you how easy this is to use. We've had it for about 6 months now and won't go back anytime soon because we enjoy this. So when I set this up,
everything comes in this.
Everything comes in a nice little bag. And it comes with the pressure gauge. So we have 2 sets of hoses here, and I'm going to show you how easy this is to set up. So I've already taken the valve stem caps off of each tire. And our bumper makes this nice and easy to set up. So I drape the front over, and now we have these quick couplers. The quick couplers, very good to go right on the Schrader valves. So you just push them on and latch them on. All right. And then push it on, let it on. And as you can tell, it's already starting to deflate because I didn't put this part on yet. So let's get that taken care of so I don't lose all the pressure while I'm setting up the other side. Okay, so we have all 4 tires plugged in. We have them all equalized. They're sitting at about 35.4, 35.5. Okay. Now, when we air down to about 16 to 17, depending on the type of terrain we do. We're also going to put in what different recommendations are: fire roads, rock crawling, mud, and if you have bead locks, obviously you can go a little bit lower, but we don't have bead locks, so we're going to go run about 16, 17 for most of what we do. To air down, once all 4 tires are done, you just flip this down and you wait. Now, yes, it says 5.2 here, but it's not building up any pressure. We have to shut it off every now and then just to find the pressure. This is a good way to do all 4 tires at once. See it drop to 28. This is also a good gadget to have around the house in case you do any tire repairs or airing up during the winter. Even on your regular daily drivers, being able to do all 4 tires at once is very convenient, especially when it gets a little chillier. As you know, tire pressures drop. It's about 1 pound of pressure for every 10 degrees it drops. It's just good to keep in mind. So these are not just for off-roaders, these are also for car hobbyists. We're at 20 now, and it hasn't been that long, maybe a minute, maybe a minute and a half. And after it equalizes, it'll level out. And we're sitting at 16.4, 16.5. So that's perfect. That's exactly where we want to be. Like I said, we run between 16 and 17 when we're on the trails. It just gives us a nice wider footprint on the tire. So as we go through mud and rocks and all different types of terrain, it makes it a little easier, get a little more traction, and that's what these tires are designed for. So after letting everything equalize, we're at 16.7, right where I want it to be, between 17 and 16. And as you can tell, I did all 4 tires at once, which made it very convenient. Now, they call it FasterFlate. So you can inflate and deflate. So now we're going to inflate. How long did that take us to deflate?
Just over 2 minutes.
Just over 2 minutes. As you can tell, it is a very quick and effective method, far easier than doing all 4 tires individually, and you're not sitting there crouched down, hurting your knees, or standing in mud, depending on where you're at. So I'm going to fire up the engine because we need it for our compressor. Okay, now for filling our tires, as you can tell, I still have this draped over. We're sitting at 16.8. We're using the 450p via air, or via air, however you want to pronounce it. The reason I like the 450p is it's a little less than the one we had previously, but it comes with these female to female ends, and it also has a pressure gauge. So it has a pressure gauge that it will shut itself off if it starts building pressure in the hose. So when I'm checking to see where I'm at, I don't have to shut the compressor off or worry about overloading it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this connected in there. I'm going to open that up and turn this on. We're going to see how long it takes. So as it builds pressure, this is going to read a little higher than the tires actually are. So when you get around to 38, that's when I'm going to shut it off and see exactly where we're at. All right, so we're sitting at about 36.4.5, so I'm gonna shut this off. And as you can like I was saying, when this pressure builds, it shuts that off so it doesn't burn that out. I'll give that a second to settle in. It looks like it's settling in right around 36, which is exactly where I want it to be, between 35 and 36. Now again, this has been our 6-month kind of review. We absolutely love it. FasterFlate is for faster inflation, faster deflation. Faster than what? Faster than all this stuff. So it's much easier to get all 4 tires at once. You can inflate, you can deflate, get you back on the trail quickly or back on the road quickly. I think filling it up took what, about 8 minutes? 9 minutes to fill up from 16.5 to 36, all 4 tires. You're not going to do that if you're doing them individually, I can tell you that. So FasterFlate, it's okay in our book, should be on everyone's Christmas list. You know, if you have a car enthusiast, an off-road enthusiast, anybody that has 4 tires, or even 2, they should get this. So, again, this is Wonder with us. Hope you're having a great day. We'll talk to you soon.